Following Devon Tank, the boxing world is in complete disarray. When Davis revealed that his eagerly anticipated bout with Lamont Roach Jr. was called off, some people rejoiced, while others enraged by yet another development in Davis' career. And just when things were getting out of control, Floyd Mayweather intervened with his own opinion, stoking the flames. Music when premier boxing champions announced that Davis would fight Lamont Roach Jr. at the Barclays Center in March 2025. It seemed like the ideal comeback for one of boxing's biggest stars, Tank, who is known for his powerful punches and flashy style. However, this fight was criticized from the beginning because many fans believed that, despite Roach Jr. being a respected fighter and the WBA super featherweight champion, he wasn't the right opponent for someone of Davis' caliber. Fans hoped to see Tank return to action before this cancellation, and social media was flooded with comments saying that no one wanted to watch that and that Tank should fight someone better. Tank's announcement that the fight had already been postponed added to the uncertainty surrounding it. Davis is no stranger to controversy, and the delay only fueled more speculation about his career decisions. Then, in a shocking turn of events, Davis took to Instagram to announce Tank's announcement on his social media accounts. Fans responded with a mixture of relief and disappointment, with some expressing that they weren't excited about the fight in the first place and others saying that, honestly, I'm glad Roach wasn't the right fight for Tank. Let's see him take on real competition. Amidst all the chaos, boxing legend Floyd Mayweather, who has a complicated history with Davis, shared his thoughts on the matter. Mayweather didn't mince words when he said, "Tank has always been about that, but at the end of the day, it's all about the money. So if he did cancel, it's all about the money." I noticed fans on social media stating that they wouldn't purchase the pay-per-view, which isn't surprising. Mayweather's remarks also echo a common critique of Davis's career. Which is that his attention to getting the biggest payout occasionally takes precedence over his dedication to facing the most formidable opponents. I believe that Hank Davis has been staying away from the major fights that Lenko pulls. Stevenson, Cruz Shakar fans have questioned Tank's decision-making before, and Floyd's direct response only fueled the flames. Devin Haney was there, and at one point, Fimo finally fought Ryan, but Ryan was exhausted. We saw how Ryan looked at 140, and many in the boxing community believe that he's up there. I'm just like, bro, let's look at his resume. Let's look at his recent, although Roach Jr. is a skilled WBA champion. The controversy surrounding the Tank vs. Roach fight wasn't solely focused on his fighting prowess. Fans couldn't overlook the fact that he had just defeated Hector Luis Garcia via split decision, and that Tank had been knocked out in the 9th round. This stark disparity in performance led many to believe that Roach wasn't a suitable opponent for Davis.
Davis has been avoiding, in my opinion, the big fights. Lomachenko, Pitbull Cruz, Shakar Stevenson, Devin Haney was there. Defimo was there at one point. He finally fought Ryan, but Ryan, he was drained, and we saw how Ryan looked at 140. A lot of the boxing community thinks that he's up there, and I'm just like, bro, let's look at his resume. Let's look at his...
What goes through your mind when he says, "I don't worry about that because I'm the whole package," and honestly, sometimes I think he doubted it. However, when he talks about you not bringing your family, "I'm the best, so I'm sure." To make matters worse, Roach had to ask the WBA for special permission to move up to lightweight for this fight, which added another layer of doubt about whether this matchup made sense. Despite these concerns, some fans were willing to give the fight a chance, but now it appears that Lamont Roach Jr. will have to wait for his chance at a high profile.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about
bout. With names like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and Vasily Lomachenko being mentioned as possible opponents, fans are demanding bigger and better bouts. Tank must fight someone who will truly test him, according to one social media fan, who also stated that the buzz won't stay forever, and that he must demonstrate his superiority for Lamont Roach Jr. Despite the criticism surrounding the fight, this cancellation is a huge setback because it would have been the biggest fight of his career. Roach has been steadily establishing his reputation, and facing Davis could have elevated his level of recognition. Now, he will have to wait for another opportunity to demonstrate his abilities on such a significant stage.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9th?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling him, you saying you going down in a night? You know that power occurred late.
I know you got some sneaky power.
It's interesting to note that fans' reactions to the cancellation have been mixed. While some are disappointed to see another fight called off, others are celebrating, believing that this was never the right fight for Davis in the first place. I say end round and you respond, 9th round, yeah. What's your reaction to that Lamont look? He got scared that night. I'm telling you that you're going down in the end, good riddance, and we deserve better fights or common remarks on social media, but there is also annoyance. Davis has previously come under fire for not facing enough elite opponents, and this cancellation just serves to reinforce the idea that he is dodging difficult tasks. Tank is a superstar, but he needs to quit disappointing us. We want brilliance, not excuses, one fan said.
We fought twice in the same tournament. So, yeah, we fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals.
Okay. You fought in the regionals and then fought again in the nationals?
Yeah. So we fought in the regionals in Baltimore in his hometown.
We competed twice in the same tournament, so that's different. We also competed in the Junior Olympics regionals and nationals. All right, so you competed in the regionals and then again in the nationals. Additionally, we competed in Baltimore in this hometown tournament and the regionals. The boxing community is divided on Davis vs. Lamont Roach Jr. Some see it as a blessing in disguise, while others are becoming impatient with Davis' career choices. The bout that boxing fans have been demanding is between Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, not Davis vs. Lamont Roach Jr. Tank's fierce knockout power and Shakur's defensive brilliance and ring IQ will square off in this clash, which promises pyrotechnics. But rather than bringing the fight closer to reality, the most recent events have simply sparked more controversy and discussion.
It's everything. They grew up actually together, you know. Roach and him back and forth battles and whatnot. It's going to be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach he come to fight. And I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about, why Roach? Because he signed and took the fight, you know what I'm saying? And it's good for the community.
It's going to be a pretty interesting fight, you know, because Roach always shows up to fight, and I think it's a great fight. Everyone talking about, why Roach? Because he signed and took the fight, you know. And it's good for the community at the recent press conference promoting the now Canelo fight with Lamont Roach Jr. and Devon. Davis was not afraid to take jabs at Stevenson. According to Davis, the young WBC lightweight champion hasn't accomplished enough to warrant calling Shakur out. He hasn't even fought anyone before, and he doesn't even consider mentioning my name. He needs to prove himself against a legitimate opponent, he said, with his trademark critics immediately criticized Swagger for his remark, accusing him of avoiding a real challenge. Others supported his position, arguing that Shakur's record doesn't include the kind of well-known victories that would justify a matchup with Tank's.
These niggas all talk now. My niggas all walk down. I'm the same nigga with gang.
Music quality, however, Shakur Stevenson, who is renowned for his composed manner outside the ring, has been relentless in his quest for the fight. Sharp criticism of Davis has been a common feature of Stevenson's recent talks. He has publicly questioned why Tank still faces opponents like Roach when the boxing world needs larger and better matches. Tank, whom Shakur views as the ultimate test in the lightweight division, is still his top aim, despite his frequent declarations that he is eager to fight anyone. I've faced and defeated champions in combat. Tank is free to speak as he pleases, but he understands that this argument isn't about me proving myself, rather, it's about whether he's prepared to face someone who can point out his failings. In a recent interview, Shakur stated,
Made Lamont Roach the next logical choice for you in your next fight?
He has skills. Even though he's at a smaller weight class, I feel as though Lamont have, and he's someone that's one of the guys that I actually started with and came.
What made Lamont Roach the next obvious choice for you? He has skills, even though he's in a smaller weight class. I feel like Lamar has a lot of skills, and he's one of the guys I actually started with. You know, the argument between Tank and Shakur over who's a better fighter has split fans and experts. Shakur's supporters contend that his technical talents, defensive brilliance, and ability to adjust to any opponent make him the best boxer, while Tank's supporters highlight his unmatched knockout record and his ability to end matches with a single punch. It's a classic clash of styles, made even more intense by the two combatants' verbal sparring.
When they start talking, when the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get them I'm gonna beat his ass.
He can't
y'all
do
talking.
shit. Wait,
For
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, if y'all was loud.
He got the
whatever
whole hood
fuck
over
you talking
there.
about.
Like, twisted up. I don't give a fuck
Y'all
about none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none of
My
that.
mother, he can't.
One of boxing's greatest boxers once said, "When the people I fight start talking, that's when you get dumped." I'm going to beat his ass __ for real, so you better be quiet. I don't give a _ about none of that care adding to the heat. In other words, you're twisted up. Floyd Mayweather, in spite of his well-known breakup with Gervonta Davis in the boxing community, Mayweather's opinions are highly respected when discussing the possible Tank vs. Shakur showdown. Floyd didn't hold back. Tank is undoubtedly a powerful puncher with the explosive power to instantly alter a fight. But when it comes to pure skill, Shakur Stevenson is unmatched, Mayweather stated.
And Baltimore guys don't like each other. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
yeah.
It was a DC guy that I got into it with.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So one of the older guys named Dana, he basically told me chill out. Like, nah.
Right.
DC and Baltimore don't fuck with each other.
Yeah, they don't. One thing about it, the city gonna show up.
Guys in DC and Baltimore don't like me, so I went on tour with a guy from DC. You know what I mean? One of the older guys, Dana, basically told me to relax, saying that DC and B don't __ with each other. The city is going to come get me. Mayweather's research also highlighted Shakur's philosophy that power isn't the only factor in sports. Shakur is doing the same thing, going out there and requesting to fight the best, just as Pernell Whitaker did, despite not being a knockout artist. His will to show himself against the best players is what makes him unique, and it is what spectators want to watch. Floyd clarified that his remarks have stoked rumors that Mayweather would even give Shakur the advantage in a future bout. An idea that would undoubtedly annoy Tank, and his group Tank and Shakur's rivalry has evolved into a struggle of legacies rather than merely a conflict of styles. Although Shakur has publicly called for the fight, Tank's recent actions have left many wondering if he's as eager to take on the challenge. The canceled fight with Lamont Roach Jr. only adds to the uncertainty, with fans becoming increasingly irate over what they perceive as missed opportunities for the fight. Both fighters are undefeated, both hold world titles, and both are fighting for recognition as the king of the lightweight division. Meaningful pairings.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him.
Who that?
The Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
Y'all
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might?
Who is Shakur? What has Shakur done? What has he done in sports? He hasn't done anything. The young person is looking better than him who is keen. I keep calling his name, but he hasn't done anything at all. What do you say to people who might be saying that?